Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday the 28th of January. Something a little bit different today. As you'll have probably seen on our social media platforms over the last month or so, Lee and I agreed to sponsor the first team kit for Stamford Bridge Football Club. Now, Stamford Bridge Football Club is a football team that plays in the York and District League. It's actually where I grew up as a child and played for a number of years under their junior section. Lee, my business partner, currently plays or has played this season for their first team. As you'll all know, he did get injured playing for them, but hopefully he'll be back later on in the season once he has mended his face. So we were approached by the club a little while ago looking for some sponsorship and some help with funds to run that club. Lee and I discussed it and agreed that it would be something that we would be happy and prepared to give back into the community. And we thought that it would be a good idea to meet with some of the people at the club, go and watch them play for the day, and show you guys where our sponsorship goes. So hopefully they get the win. We'll take you with us.
Local grassroots football, so whether it's the kid that scored his first ever goal, for us it's massive having a YouTube star in the starting 11 is a massive undertaking every weekend for the committee to put 19 sets of games on all across the York area.
As you'll have seen in our social media posts recently, we decided to help Stamford Bridge Football Club out with a little bit of sponsorship, and we're here with Adam Hargreaves, who's the first team manager today. So we're just going to have a quick chat with him, have a look around the club and see how our sponsorship helps them. Do you want to tell us a little bit about Stamford Bridge Football Club?
Sure, so Stamford Bridge Football Club obviously serves the local village community and surrounding villages of Stamford Bridge. We've got about 19 teams at present, a mixture of boys, girls, seniors, veterans, football. So a massive undertaking every weekend for the committee to put 19 sets of games on all across the York area. So we're a chartered standard club and pride ourselves on inclusion and community and developing kids to have fun.
And what does Chartered Standard Club mean?
Exactly that it's the keys really, making sure the kids are enjoying themselves, making sure they're learning skills and techniques within football, but also that it's done in the right way, it's coached well, it's fun, kids are enjoying it, etc.
So what's your involvement with the club and how long have you been involved with the football club?
Well, Stamford Bridge for me was my club when I was an under-7, when my dad was involved, and your dad actually, as juniors, and they brought Reckondales on it. We only had the one field, now we've got 3 fields, but I'll come on to that. So I was an under-7 player, and then I've played all the way through the age groups, and then stayed involved with the seniors for the last 12 years, I think it is. And now I do the under-8s as well with my lad. And I'm part of the committee, so it's a whole community thing for me. That's what it's all about, helping out, getting involved. I'd rather be involved than sat watching on the side,
Absolutely. So you mentioned you'd rather be involved than stood watching on the side. What's the best part of being involved in the club as you are?
For me, it's the enjoyment of local grassroots football. So whether it's the kid that scored his first ever goal and's over the moon and the parents and everybody's jumping up and down, or he's developing his skills, to the senior player that has that moment that they take into the club afterwards that everyone's talking about, laughing about. It's that all-togetherness, it's our soccer Saturday, it's our final, It's,
having those bragging rights.
Yeah, it's that grassroots feeling, you know?
Yeah. So I guess in grassroots amateur football, finances are a big part in terms of keeping the club running. What's the biggest financial difficulty, if you like, or obstacle that the club faces on an annual basis?
Obviously it's expensive even to run an amateur club, and it's part of the committee's role is to try and manage that balance of finances. So whilst you want to make annual subs and subscriptions as cheap as possible so more people can get involved, we've also got that constant struggle with the fees and the costs that we've got for maintaining pitches, developing our grounds, some of our fees for league associations, etc. So it's a constant challenge for us, especially this year. We're bringing Brownmoor, which is our new site, which was much needed because we're having 19 teams, we're running out of space. So Brownmoor, the development we've got there is absolutely fantastic. State-of-the-art pitches, drainage facilities, but there's also costs that we have to bear. So whilst we've been supported by the Football Foundation and by the Section 106 money that's ultimately made that site possible, the club have had to find extra money this year to bring some of the ancillary sort of equipments and facilities up to scratch ready to open.
You mentioned the new ground that you've got coming or just about to open. Am I right in thinking that that's money that's come from property housing companies, the Barretts and the Persimmons of this world who have built locally, that they've funded some of that money to the club?
Yes, so as you guys will be aware, when you get a new development within a village like Stamford Bridge, there is normally a remit that the developer puts aside some monies for the development of facilities within the village. We were lucky enough when the new developments in Stamford Bridge happened to apply for some Section 106 money, which enabled us to purchase the land at Brownmoor, and then with the help of some funding from the Football Foundation, develop that with the drainage and the fields so we can open much needed extra pitches.
Brilliant.
Having 19 teams is very demanding.
I can imagine.
Playing
Certainly this time of year when the pitches are heavy. Yeah. So I guess final question from us is obviously we talked to the committee about helping you guys with some sponsorship and some funding, and I know there's some other local companies as well that have done that. How important is that money that comes to you, and ultimately what do you do with those funds?
It's massively important. We rely on an awful lot of local businesses for their support. You guys, for example, sponsoring the first team kit this year is massive. We need a new kit. Ultimately that kit comes at a cost, and without the support of these businesses, that cost would fall back on the committee, and the committee would struggle and have to find ways to fund that. So it's massive for us, really, really positive. Massive thank you to Red Barn Developments for sponsoring us. Plus, guarantees Pally a game every week now, doesn't it?
Well, when he doesn't get himself injured, it helps.
Well, for us it's massive. Having a YouTube star in the starting 11 is
Don't tell him he's a YouTube star. Well, Adam, thank you very much for agreeing to chat with us.
Thank you very much.
And best luck today.
Cheers.
So I hope you found that insight into Stamford Bridge Football Club and where our sponsorship goes interesting. I'm pleased to say that the lads got a 3-2 victory. Probably made a little bit of hard work out of it in the end, but they got the 3 points, which has helped them push themselves up into the top 3 or 4 in the league. So well done to the guys there. We got loads of footage and a number of photos of the lads in the new kit. And hopefully, once we've got some of those photographs developed, we'll be able to get this on the wall in the RBD office and get a few pictures in there as well. And I think that'll look pretty cool, to be fair. So thanks for watching. If you like this kind of content, just let us know. We can certainly try and make something similar on other topics. Just comment in on the comments below. But thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.